Oh, I love your haircut.
It's so much.
Thank you.
I got it. Yeah. You got it.
That's sweet.
But you should know Margaret because she's HR. So if you get in trouble, she's the one who's firing you.
She's an important person to know. You don't want to get on her bad side.
Definitely not. Before I talk about Chinese New Year, yesterday's success story is absolutely crazy. This woman invested in the US green card process like 7 years ago, spent $500,000, and then right when she got the green card, she went back to China and then got married and then had a kid unexpectedly. And then right after the first kid was born, a month later, COVID hit. And then after 2 years, she had another kid. So she had 2 kids and COVID. And so long story short, for the past 6 years, she couldn't come back to the US. And what's worse is that this investment program, it's only green card for 2 years. And so when they filed the 829 to get the 10-year green card, she needed to come to get fingerprinted, but she didn't do that because obviously she was stuck there with 2 kids. And so her 10-year green card got denied. The biggest problem is it's not only just for her. Her husband doesn't get a green card, her kids don't get a green card, her parents don't get a green card, so their entire village is like dependent on her. It took a whole year to do the motion to reopen. Finally getting approved, and she has like 1 week to come to get the fingerprint. In the past, we would just do humanitarian parole. The officer hears the story. You have been out for 6 years. Let me see it. I understand it. Fine, I'll let you in. Just get a fingerprint and then leave immediately, right? But because of Trump's policy last week, they issued no more humanitarian paroles from all CBP officers. It's only on case-by-case basis. On Monday, when I went to see this officer, right, Margaret and I, with the client, we went to see the officer. The officer said, sorry, even though the policy says it's case-by-case basis, in reality, our hands are completely tied. So she's not able to come in. And as I'm talking, the officer finally said, okay, well, you guys filed the 551 stamp a couple of weeks ago. Let me go back and I will check with USCIS. If they tell me internally they're approving the 551, then I will issue you a waiver and I'll let you in as a green card holder. He goes in and then we waited from like 7 all the way to like 11, 12. Long story short, there was that one moment where he calls us and says, you have half an hour, get here and then I'll prove you. Like we're rushing from the US back to Mexico. Okay, so the officer just contacted us back. Potentially we could get the client in. 551 stamp was emergency, able to get approved. You can enter with a I-193 waiver. So that's what we're trying to do. All right, let's go. We're en route going back to the hotel. So the client already checked back into the hotel. We were already on our way back to the United States because we're planning on coming in tomorrow, but the officer said there's 30 minutes. If they can get here now, they can enter. So we're rushing back to the hotel, trying to get them in, and hopefully everything works out. I texted her like, come now, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. And eventually we got in and we're eating at a cafe at 1 p.m. It proves again and again, you don't know what the future holds. You can only try, and at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. I think that experience yesterday, Monday, sort of tangents into Chinese New Year. It's the year of the snake. I don't know if you guys know this story. There was this old wise snake. He saw the entire forest and plains being devastated by this vicious, evil tiger. Everybody looked to the snake for help, and the tiger was like, what is the snake gonna do? And then the snake said, look, give me a few days. I'm really old, I need to prepare, and then we'll do a race. And the tiger says, of course I'll win, sure, give you 3 days. The snake slithers up the mountain and sheds the skin and comes back down. And the snake said, okay, I don't even need a head start. I'm just gonna pick the location and we're gonna race. And whoever gets there first wins. Tiger says, pick your place, let's go. The snake cleverly picks this terrain that basically became impossible for the tiger to go through. And so the snake wins. What's most interesting about that story to me is that it kind of symbolizes this year. The success of Tsang Associates is our agility, is our ability to navigate and change through any situation. I'm sure all of you have been watching on TikTok, news coming out by the hour. So many things that are going to be unexpected. So whoever can really understand the landscape, I think can get the farthest. But the second thing is the fact that you shed your skin. When a snake sheds its skin, it's able to grow more. Also, all the bacterial baggage was on the old skin. I think that's a very good reminder for a New Year resolution for us. Any old ways of thinking, old ways of conceptualizing, any old prejudices, any old grievances, it's a new year, shed that. Then it allows you to grow. I'll introduce the one and I believe only new intern for 2025 so far. What's your name?
My name is Chao and I'm actually a senior at NYU.
And how did you find out about our internship?
It's actually through previous interns from David and Yi-Kwan. They were saying like, oh, the culture here is exactly like the office.
The office? We're glad that you're here and feel free to ask everyone here questions. Good luck. Happy Chinese New Year! May all your wishes come true this year. 祝你美梦成真.
새해 복 많이 받으세요.
大家好，新年快乐，恭喜发财！
祝大家新年快乐，身体健康，万事如意，天天开心。
Hallo, guten Tag. Ich wünsche Ihnen ein schönes chinesisches Neujahr. Happy New Year. 新年快乐。
新年恭喜，祝大家好运连连，
新年快乐，恭喜發財。
Feliz Año Nuevo Chino.